Next up, Emma Gibson lives and works in Belfast with an assortment of humans and animals. Since last reading at Flash Fiction in the Orchard, she has managed to break an ankle, as well as killing 4 houseplants, 1 lawn, and a sourdough starter. Let's hope her writing survives tonight's performance of her story, Factor 50. Welcome, Emma.
I'm leaning in, Biddy. Are you coming in, Mammy? The girl bellowed, her voice echoing in the crevices and chambers of the rocks below. Nah, Mammy bellowed back, with equally unnecessary amplification, reclining somewhat inelegantly into the self-tilting lounger. Today's breeze was far more punchy. Earlier, it had knocked a woman clean off her flip-flops on account of how she was as wide as a sheet of A4 one way, as thin the other. Mammy threw her hands above her head. The wind made flappy her creamy underarms, rippled June-like across her well-upholstered frontage. So Mammy lowered her arms, losing the straw hat that she'd been pressing to her hot pink scalp. 2 gazelle-like girls gasped, giving chase across the rocks, but the sea was hungry, the hat was brunch, swallowed forever with a lip-smacking gulp. Jesus, Dervla, would you ever credit it? She threw her head back and emitted what can only be described as the over-egged cackle of a Disney witch. I couldn't help but admire the carefree passion with which she handled life's literal cruel blow. Shall I fetch it back, Mammy? Dervla boomed, taking on a salty mouthwash of ballast. Nah, for 'twas only €3 in pennies. With that, all 5-star residents of the private beach knew that a budget traveller was in their midst. I swear there was audible tutting. Mammy's solution to containing her tequila sunset frizz-curled mane was to place a pair of lime green shorts on her head, double gusset up. Thankfully, the polyester legs were just long enough to cover her ears and tuck neatly back into the elasticated waistband, giving her the air of someone exotic. If these go the same way as my hat, I'm walking back to my room in my cheeky swimmers. Cue the cackle, followed by more tutting. To those of us in the know, the wind's constant massage merely disguises the sun. A constant chorus of pumping, slopping and rubbing could be heard. Aerosols were abandoned in favour of thick white paste. The breeze meant any lighter application landed like sea spray on the unwitting, missing intended flesh completely. I noticed Mammy avoided the stuff altogether. As for Dervla, she spent an incalculable time bobbing like flotsam and jetsam in the turquoise blue. I last saw them both at the airport. All seats were occupied except those beside them, so I made one my temporary resting place pending departure. Good holiday yourself? Mammy asked, making piercing, sage-coloured eye contact as uncomfortable for me as it was natural for her. Very. You? Bloody marvellous, Mammy beamed. I leaned forward and saw that whilst Dervla's forehead glowed, her body resembled a white paper straw that had outstayed its welcome in a long-iced drink. You'll never credit it, Mammy continued. This is my first holiday since 1991. Between you and me, her eyes narrowed to a conspiratorial sliver, her voice reduced to a whisper. We won the lotto. Now what are the chances of that? She screeched, without requiring a reply. A final cackle revealed, now that I was in close proximity, the existence of only 4 front teeth. To be honest, I could well credit it, with genuine joy. Despite more tutting around me, I most sincerely hoped 3 things. 1, that this holiday would be the first of many. 2, that some decent aftersun might prevent the sausage skin from splitting. And 3, next year, a bottle of sunscreen might be purchased alongside a new hat. I recommend Factor 50, I said. Would you now? Mammy wondered. Now what are the chances? I was only reading last week that some years are better than others for grapes. It can quadruple the cost of a bottle of wine. Quadruple, I tell you. Would you ever credit it? But factor 50 is a good year, you say. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for it. She winked, tapped the side of her peeling nose, and resumed picking a patch of flaky skin at her ample pink cleavage. Her buoyant lust for life and laughter was infectious. And at that point, I realised there are some things in life that money can't buy. But factor 50 was definitely not one of them.